Hi. Hold on. How do I do this? Hi. How we doing, friends? I'm here. I'm awake. I'm alive. You know, despite my body's best efforts to make sure that I'm not alive, I'm alive. I did. I had toast before this. I had toast. Yeah. Doing good. Oh, shit. Give me a minute. I knew I forgot something. Give me a moment. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I have no idea where my dice are. I have no idea where my book is either. So, Vicious Mockery, let's see. In the style of Thundrum. Your body is so weak that it says it actually wants to use V-Shred. I don't know, all I've heard is fuck V-Shred. That's all I've heard from Scotty K Fitness on TikTok. But, hi friends. We're here. Yeah. After many doctor's appointments, which are not done yet because I still have to go see a sleep specialist because, there you go. Yeah, but I mean, so far, all of my blood work has come back normal. Like, it's the only thing that's like low is like my vitamin D levels, but it's not like problematically low, it's just low. Hagram! How we doing, buddy? But yeah, I mean, so really at this point, it's probably now like, let's go see the sleep specialist. I also can guarantee I'm very busy at work, which is obviously causing me stress. I also know, and Dylan talked about this in our server, seasonal depression's awful. It is absolutely terrible. So yeah, and friends, you may notice, I'm not drinking coffee this morning. I am drinking. I'm. It's low enough to just go on about. I believe the normal range. I'm at like a 32. I think it's at like 20 or 10 that it's considered to be like low, but it's still low enough where I should be on something. Hey yo, why do you think I went into the office? Well, I had other reasons to go into the office yesterday, but yeah. Oh hi alien, how we doing? Ah, there you go. Alien, how are you doing? I can. Mm-hmm. And still in all our place. Beautiful. Now, I stole it all over the counter too. Classy. I know, class, right? This past week, seasonal depression hit you like a. Oh yeah. I can. Normally I notice I can do it if I'm sitting. If I'm standing, it doesn't happen. But yeah, I will wait to get into my spiel about this in a few minutes so I can actually talk properly. I hope everyone's doing well. Yeah. It's not even that. It's I tilt my head back. I think I tilted it back enough. It's clearly not enough. So that's the issue. It's like I'm like, oh, I tilted back. No, I'm not at all. But I hope everyone's doing well. Surviving the cold weather. It is a balmy 10 degrees Fahrenheit here today, and that doesn't include the wind. So I'm sure it's probably closer to 0 outside. And I have to go out later today. I kind of have to. Don't go outside. That's what I heard. Don't go outside. Don't touch grass. But then you'll have the problems with vitamin D levels. Listen, Tastic, it's fine. I'm showing you my gorgeous. This is what years of orthodontics looks like. If you go outside after going to the gym, it's oh yeah, no. That is actually, as much as I don't go to the gym, going outside after a workout when it's cold is the best feeling in the world. It's like, ooh, it's nice. It's like, it's cold, it feels good, because it's fresh air and not gym air. Also, Clarence, you have to tell me which gym you're going to. I'm curious. Only because I know where you are, and I just don't know gym-wise what's in your area. There's an LA Fitness near you. Is it near Cross County? Not that doesn't dox you, because Cross County is gigantic. So, that's the only place I can think of where one might be. Oh, is it Ridge Hill? Okay. I didn't know there's an LA Fitness there. Do you have to actually drive into Ridge Hill proper, or is it like on the edges of Ridge Hill? Because I know going into Ridge Hill, Alphas, LA Fitness is a gym chain. I think it might only be on the East Coast, ironically. This half thing got disappointed by Bethesda twice first to hit the countdown that everyone thought they. Oh, is that what the countdown was for? I had no idea. Oh, no. Dylan, the moment I saw Todd Howard at that Nintendo Direct, I'm like, he's not announcing anything new. He's gonna tell me you're porting something to the Switch 2. I know. You gotta drive it in, it's not too bad. Oh, they validate parking? That's nice. Oh, okay. Liveness. Oh god, line off is so girly. But, yeah. It's been busy at work, as I said. I would say there's a light at the end of the tunnel, but there's really not. Honest truth. I'm just gonna keep plugging away, and hopefully at some point they'll hire somebody else to help me, but I'm not holding my breath on that front. Yeah. I had to check how long I actually had this line now. I have no idea. Where are my channel point redemptions? I don't even know. Oh, actually, I can see. Okay, I see it. Never mind. I can see it. No, it's a 5-minute one, so it's actually not. It's crazy enough. No, don't do that. There we go. There we go. I'm going to take you to the light. Tell you you see on the other side. I don't know. Friends, those are the other cooking streams that we have coming up. I'm gonna remove it. I'm drooling. I've noticed I drool so much more when I do the cooking streams, but those are the special streams we have coming up in the near future. So we have the rescheduled garbage plate. I am gonna make sure that I can make everything beforehand, because there's a lot that goes into a garbage plate that I have to prep beforehand, because a good chunk of it you don't cook day of. Like, really, the only thing you're cooking day of is whatever protein you're putting on it. I think the home fries, and I think the chili you cook day of, because it's a very simple meat chili, so it doesn't need that long to cook, honestly. But yeah, we'll be doing that. And then let's see, what else are we doing? On March 7th, we'll be doing the chat submitted one, gefilte fish and bacon covered chocolate, because I just spun the wheel a couple times, because why not? The gefilte fish will be fine. It's not going to be hard. The only thing that's going to be disgusting is I have to puree a few pounds of fish on stream, so you're going to have to watch me turn fish into paste. And I'm not going to like it. You're probably not going to like it either. The bacon-covered chocolate, I have ideas of how I'm going to make that work. I have ideas. I just don't know what they're going to be yet. It's probably going to involve me melting down chocolate and then reforming chocolate and then just covering it in crumbled bacon, honestly. And then we have steamed cheeseburgers on the 21st. And yes, that is a Simpsons reference, and that is a Ravens with my name. I have nothing. There you go. And yeah, that is and you'll get a 10% discount. And yeah, they've again, they've been so pleasant to work with. Like normally, like some of the affiliate ships I've had reach out beforehand are very kind of, you know, I don't want to say impersonal, but it feels like it's just like I'm getting a robot on the other end. They haven't been. Like actually, the individual I've been speaking to, she's incredibly pleasant. Like I've emailed back and forth with her a couple of times. Yeah, this is nice. It's gonna be nice if I wanna have something to drink in the morning that is not, you know, gonna make me shake out of my skin. Looks at my copies of Arcane Investigation. Oh yeah, go check that out if you are interested in getting some matcha for yourself. Now, it's Spanakopita time. Now, what is Spanakopita? It is basically kind of like a spinach pie almost. It's basically, I can never think of a good way to like explain what it is, but it's basically dough, spinach, and feta cheese, kind of layered on top of each other. So it's kind of like it's not a lasagna, but it's kind of like a lasagna. And then the other thing we are making is I still can't pronounce this because I don't speak Greek. Kolokithokeftedes. That is zucchini pancakes. You had me at carbs and cheese. Exactly. So now it's actually, funny enough, the hardest part of this recipe is going to be using the phyllo dough, because anyone who's ever worked with phyllo dough is paper thin, like paper thin. So it is going to be I've never worked with it before, but it's going to be a nightmare to work with. I already know that. But first and foremost, let's get our oven going to 325. We'll turn that on. And now, what I gotta do, and I think I'm actually gonna end up having to nuke this, unfortunately. I have to actually, see if our spinach is thawed. Because, funny enough, it actually calls for frozen. Oh yeah, no, I know. Dylan, it's the one reason I haven't tried making baklava. Because I'm like, I know it's a pain in the butt to work with. And I'm like, I want to make baklava is actually on my cooking bucket list, because for those who've ever had baklava, it's delicious. It is stupidly sweet and sugary and nutty, but yeah, it's phyllo dough, so it's an absolute nightmare to work with. But yeah, any homemade baklava I've had is so good. Like, actually, one of my good friends in college, he's from a Greek family, and his sister would make baklava all the time and like bring it to like our dorms to like have. Listen, it's fine. Listen, the spinach box doesn't. The spinach box is just getting thrown out again. I hope that it's defrosted. No, it's gonna have to get nuked a little bit. That's fine. I just need it to be the point where it's not like. And the funny thing is, I had Candy take this out for me yesterday out of the freezer, and it's still not defrosted. Ugh. All right, let's get you in a bowl so I can hurl you in the microwave to just, you know, not be a frozen block. You know, because that's appetizing. Oh, jeez. Okay, of course, you were like half thawed, which is even better. I just need the ice to get out of the middle of it. That's really all I need. And we're gonna put you there, put you there, put you here, put you there. Hopefully that does not spill all over the microwave. Exactly. It's gonna be good. I haven't had Spanakopita in a very long time. Only because, you know, crazily enough, despite the fact that we live near New York City, there's not a ton of Greek places in our area. Like, there's very few, but they're all very good. It's just, none of them are close to us is the problem. Like, I think Clamps, I think the closest one to us, honestly, is probably Left Terrace in Tarrytown. That's not doxing me, because we're nowhere near Tarrytown. But Clamps will know where that is. It's nowhere near us, and it's far away. We have 0 Greek places. So I guarantee if you have a diner, though, Alien, you might have Greek, because most diners are owned by Greek families. Yeah, I know the one that you have, Clamps. It's that place is good. Like I actually went there years ago before I even knew Candy and anybody. Like I went there years ago. I actually had a choking incident there at that restaurant. Fun fact. They made something, and whatever it was, they left like one of the hard parts of the herb in the dish, and I started choking on it, which was nice. Last year I was trying different countries' dishes. I did G for Greek, and Spanakopita, it's good. It's just, it's work. Ugh. You know what? We're just gonna throw that on for 2 minutes. Why not? Ugh. This doesn't sound like Harris Heller's, hold on. This doesn't sound like Harris Heller right now. What is this? Oh, this is Stream Beats. It's very different Stream Beats for him. We do have a no diner. Our family-owned restaurants here are other pizza. Okay. Greek is good. It's a lot of spinach, it's a lot of cheese, it's a lot of lemon as well. Wait, what albums are we talking about? Last year I made it all the way to J for countries and then it stopped because my cholesterol jumping up. That is cool. I like that idea. I can get down with a lot of cheese and spinach. I do like those. Oh, the later Stream Beats album. Gotcha. I was confused. I'm like, what are you talking about? But yeah, I think Greek, like, I think I've made the one Greek dish that I really, it's not even a dish, it's just like a side dish. It's called dolmas, and it's literally grape leaves that are with like stuffed with stuffed with rice. They're delicious. It's just like, they're very simple, but they're terrible for you because they normally sit in olive oil. That's how they're stored. So again, I love them, but they're not good for you. But again, what is? Living's not good for you, apparently. Kayet's meals. And Mexico. But here's the thing though, spinach is a good thing if you want like a really good like fix of like better protein and like kind of like some of the more like what's the word, cruciferous greens. Like spinach is the way to go. Like even if I make like a breakfast smoothie and I have spinach in the house, I'm lobbing 2 cups in there because it also, whatever else you put with it, it doesn't taste like spinach. So are you, whatever, I'm at this point I'm like whatever, it is close enough. It is close enough. I will squeeze out the rest of it. Okay, now what we gotta do is I gotta throw that into a colander and squeeze out all the water. Ugh. Our favorite here, grilled chicken spinach. Ooh, that does sound good. If I recall, I did Argentina, Belarus, Cuba, Dominican Republic, Ecuador, France, Greece, Honduras, Italy, and Japan. Kenya now. For what were you gonna do for Kenya? Because actually, I have it's not a Kenyan dish, but I actually am gonna try to do fufu at some point and like one of like the like African stews. Because I actually looked it up. Making fufu is actually not that hard. I thought it would be. I think the hardest thing is going to be finding the ingredients for it. Because it requires very specific grains, I think. And I'm like, I'll find them in this area. I'm just going to have to look for them. But fufu, for anyone who's ever seen it, fufu is like, actually, you use your hand with it. And it's like, basically, it's like a very sticky dough. And you use that as the utensil for the food. So if you've had, like, Ethiopian food and like injera bread, same thing basically, it's more sticky. Oh my god, there's so much water in this. Jesus. You are dry. Take the easy road. Listen, you could do KFC Japan. They do a lot of cool stuff. Our favorite there is grilled chicken. Ugh. And spinach is so cold because the whole center of it is still like very, very cold right now. All right, there we go. Let me just rinse this out because I'm gonna need this again later. Ugh. Okay. But I hope everyone's having a good weekend for themselves so far. I hope if you are in the Northeast, I hope you are staying warm. Because, again, it's going to be frigid this weekend. Again! Because I was going to do ugali with some kind of stew. I don't know what ugali is. Or I very well might, and I just don't have a name to equate to it. Alright, so. Spinach, make the filling. So I'll add the spinach and the remaining filling ingredients. Alright, so we gotta chop up a lot of parsley now. A lot of parsley. Ugali, it's 10. Oh, cornmeal, gotcha. Very nice. Let's get our parsley out. There we go. A lot of parsley we gotta wash now. Just gotta give it a rinse over here. I really wish this drain would stop backing up. So they fixed our sink a couple, maybe a half a year ago. What was Kentucky's? If you remember. Oh. Let's get you. Yes, I am doing this on a cutting board on top of a cutting board because I don't feel like washing this whole cutting board. Honest truth. Alright. Now I know it's to take out the stems completely, like my home state West Virginia, the food's pepperoni. I've heard of pepperoni roll, I've never had it. I always love when you go to what's the food of each state essentially, and some of them are very I wouldn't agree with that kind of thing as far as this is what this state's food is. Actually, I should put a towel under this because this is migrating a little bit. Let's put you there, just so you are not flying all over the cutting board on top of a cutting board. Yeah, because I think I've always seen it, and sometimes in New York they'll say it's the garbage plate, sometimes they'll say it's pizza. Sometimes I've seen the Coney dog. It's I'm make up your mind. What do you want our state's food to be? I think the tough thing too in some states are so big that it's how are you going to boil down their cuisine to one item? For example, a state like Texas. How are you boiling that down to one dish, essentially? Stop around California. I've seen some of the ones where it's the most weird food of each state. And I actually think for New York, the garbage plate comes up pretty often for that too. I know the one that always comes up for Pennsylvania, which I love, is and if you've had it, you know it's delicious. Scrapple. Now, for those who don't know, scrapple, the kind of term for scrapple, it's everything but the oink. It is basically processed pig parts mixed with cornmeal, turned into a loaf, and fried. It's heavenly, and I highly recommend. Let's see, that should be enough. And we gotta do another batch now. Just rinse my hands off really quickly. Most people giggle that our state foods have fried chicken no. I've never heard of Lee's. You know what? Funny, and I'll say funny enough. In as far as the game of fried chicken now, KFC's not doing well. I'd sooner go to a Popeyes or they don't have them in this area, but I do really like them at Church's fried chicken. I do like Church's. It's just been a long time since I've had one. What is it, Grum? What's that face for? Also, guys, can I get a shout out for Grum, please? Because Grum and Tastic, because they're both back in the streaming world, and I love to see it. We've known Grum and Tastic for years. Ugh. Alien as well. I know Alien's not streaming right now, but I know Alien. Oh, oh no, dude, it's delicious. I know for most people outside of the United States that sounds disgusting, though. But is it any different than a dish like haggis or something like that? I don't think so. They built a Raisin Canes I have not had. I have not had Raisin Canes. I've had also Zaxby's. I wasn't impressed, but I also think I just got chicken tenders because we went to a Zaxby's with Candy. Candy and I went to Zaxby's with her mom after our flight got canceled going home. So neither of us were really in the mood because we had both wanted to get back home and we were now stuck in Florida another night. Again, I obviously love Candy's mom. Candy loves her mom. We didn't want to be in Florida anymore. Alien has too many bosses, and Schmidtberg told me that. I know. I hope everyone's doing well, Alien. You, the kiddos, Kai. I do get a little jealous of how much variety you have in America. Hi, Spork! Oh, yeah, no, trust me. You have to... That's, like, the one thing I do. But I will say, Spork, as well, it does depend where you live. It does very much depend where you live. Like, for example, like, because we're outside New York City, we just have a ton of food at our hands in general, just because of how many people move from other areas of the world to New York City and the outer lying areas for work, for school, to do it. I think you might need to go a little bit smaller. Yeah, Dylan, I know, is in a food. It's very much in a food desert. I have been, Dylan, question for you. Have you heard of Paw Paw, West Virginia? I have been there. Many, many moons ago, I spent a night camping in Paw Paw, West Virginia. So I could find a family restaurant that has a homemade Alfredo. It'd be 600-pound life. See, funny enough, I don't love Alfredo, actually. Like, if I'm getting, like, Italian, I prefer, like, a fra diavola, or, like a spicy marinara. Even though my stomach disagrees on that front. That's 30 minutes from my hometown, my old church patsy. It's, so, when I was in college, I played disc golf a lot, in, where I used to go to school. Paw Paw, West Virginia has a gigantic course, two courses, that a dude basically built he bought an old farm and basically built 2 disc golf courses there and just lets people camp there and use the courses for like a few bucks a day. So, I think his name was Keith, I think was the dude that owned the place. So we played disc golf during the day, and then we drank and had a campfire at night. He came out with us. We all went drinking, and he showed us around his property, because, you know, that's what apparently you do in the West Virginia woods at, you know, midnight. Feral for Alfredo. I don't know much about West Virginia, but I know Canton Parks, but... Okay. Let's see. So that's that. Onion. I need an onion. Let's wipe this off. There's so much. That's like the one thing I hate about chopping herbs like this, is that they get everywhere. To be honest, where I lived wasn't so bad because the city next to it was a huge... Oh, yeah. You know, fun fact, I've never had hot pot, actually. I've always wanted to have it, just have never had the opportunity to have it. I've heard it's good. I've heard it's very good, actually. How finely minced do the onions need to be? Minced. Okay, that's fine. Ridiculous. Oh, I'm sure it is. There's actually a couple places near us that do it. I've had a hot pot once and I hated it, but because my friends chose, oh god, no. Like, yeah, like, I wouldn't do that for Candy's sanity, because Candy also does not like cilantro. And fun fact, that was a recent development. Candy used to just think cilantro tasted like nothing. We went there in December 2020. It was amazing because we still... Ooh, yeah, no, that would be ideal. That would have been ideal. Almost cut the finger. gotta sharpen this knife. It's not dull, but it's definitely, like, getting to the point where I'm like, I gotta give it a good sharpening. Ideally, what I should be doing, I need to find a good place that actually does, like, machine-level sharpening for this knife. Because not more dangerous than a dull knife. Star of the stream. Oh, is Leo behind me? Hi, buddy. Kai and I are gonna watch Iron Lung. Iron Lung is... Remind me, Alien. I've heard of the name of that movie. I just do not for the life of me remember what it is about. Hi, buddy. He went for his semi-annual kitty exam. He's 14 now. He's an old boy. His new thing now, Candy and I have noticed, he's definitely starting to exhibit some signs of a little bit of dementia. He'll, like, I'll be playing with him. He'll wander out into the hallway and just stand there, and I'm like, did you forget why you walked out of the room? And I'm pretty sure, oh, Markiplier's movie, thank you. Okay, I'm like, I knew he'd done a movie, I forgot what it was called. I heard it was good, if that's like your style of movie that you like. Can't both hate Cilantro and Chloe from Life is Strange. I found my people. Kai's more straight than me, but I'll go for the one. I mean, that's fair. Because it's horror, isn't it? Am I misremembering that? Isn't it a horror movie or horror-ish movie? Alright, onion in there. What else we gotta put in here? Ooh, feta cheese. Oh, sorry. I need to put, what you call it? I gotta put, garlic in there first. Put 2 cloves. I'm gonna put a whole head. You can shut your mouth. I am just always baffled at, like, the recipes when they tell you how much garlic to put in things. Like, now, fam, we're putting 4. Has a submarine or something. I think I am so out of touch with movies at this point as far as, like, what's coming out, what's good, what's not good, because I'm just, like... Not to say that I just don't want to go to the movies, it's just, like, there's nothing that comes out nowadays that I really want to see, honest truth. Come on, buddy. Oh god, that's a big clove. Thank you! Seriously, put 2 cloves. Anytime, I always laugh when I see those recipes, like, you gotta put 2 cloves in here. I'm like, I'm gonna put a whole head in there, and you're going to like it. Especially dishes that, like, need garlic. It's like, what kind of, pardon me, what kind of white person recipe is this? I want to be able to taste that I'm having garlic, goddammit. I get that. I do get the jar kind if I need a ton of it, Alien. What is it? Like, if I need something where it calls for an absolute shit ton of garlic, but it doesn't need to be good, like, really, really, like, fresh, I'm like, yeah, I will buy jar anytime. Because I'm like, mincing or shredding all the garlic is a pain in the butt. First time I felt it was like a nice, ooh. But listen, garlic is good for you. It's good for your heart. For at least what I've been told. Fun fact, Candy's dad actually will just eat garlic cloves whole. Which I respect, because I do it occasionally too. Come on, buddy. You are a little more pithy than other garlic cloves I've used. Exactly, like 2 cloves. Do you mean 2 heads of garlic? Because 2 cloves, what do you mean? 2 cloves is like, even like for me, I'm like, okay, so like 2 cloves, like that's what I would like if I was to just like slice up garlic and put it on a pizza. That's how much I'm putting on a slice of pizza. It's 2 whole cloves. Well, and let's get there. Now I'm obviously going to completely overflow. Actually, you know what I'm going to do? I'm actually going to grind this up now. Friends, if you ever use fresh garlic a lot, get yourself a grinder. It makes it so much easier. Makes it so much easier. rather than dealing with, like, you know, mincing up a tons of heads of garlic. I mean, obviously, if you have a food processor, use that. I just don't feel like dirtying one up today. Because normally if I'm doing, like, a ton of garlic, yeah, I would probably bust out a food processor. Because I need some kind of sanity in my life at points. Right, some hard. Ooh. Oh boy. Where did that even go? Okay. I'll have to remember that that's under the oven. I see it, I can't reach it. Listen, I love the carnival rides are terrifying. That's why I don't ride them. Where Candy and I used to live, there was a local carnival that always came there for like a big Italian festival. I never rode the rides, but it was always fun seeing them. Especially because they put them all up in one night. I'm like, oh, that's not terrifying at all. Come on. So much skin on this hit of garlic, Jesus. For the most part, though, I'm actually not a ride person, though. Like, I've always jokingly said, going to, like, amusement parks and theme parks, I hold the bags for everybody, because I get bad motion sickness, I'm scared of heights, so your boy doesn't ride rides. Even, like, at, like, Disney World, like the Star Wars rides, I will ride them, but it's only because I love Star Wars. If it wasn't Star Wars, I wouldn't be riding them. Come on. Yeah, you never ever want to see them put together rides for a carnival, ever. You will be horrified at how quickly they go up. And again, the fact that they are meant to be put up and taken down repeatedly is even more concerning. Let's get you in there. Alright. It's done with that. It's done with that. I actually think I realized I put a little bit more spinach in there than I needed to, but it's fine. Right, what else do we need? A little bit of olive oil. Let's see. I wish I could. We never really did theme parks either as a kid, Dylan, if it makes you feel any better. I did, like, because my mom doesn't ride rides either. So it's kind of the same thing. My mom didn't really ride rides. My brother, it depended what it was. My sister did, and my dad would if my brother and sister wanted to. But even he didn't love rides was the thing. All right, let's see. 4 eggies. Thanks, Ray. Listen, I will get it later. I will get it later. The worst part is I can see exactly where it is. I just can't reach it. That's the worst part. I'm like, oh, it's there. I can't get it. All right. Let's get our eggies in there. 1, 2. Yes, I can one-handed crack. I just don't do it that often. Because when you fuck it up, it's really bad. Kind of like that. Or that. Ooh, yeah, or that. Come on, buddy. There we go. I don't know how people like 20 and not dying, I swear. Hell yeah, spork bag holders unite. 10.5 ounces of feta cheese. Ooh, Jesus. Your boy only got the highest of quality, the Presidente feta cheese. I'm not buying good. I thought to say that I'm not gonna buy good quality. It's just like, to get like good quality like feta cheese, you'd have to go to like an actual proper like cheese store. I ain't doing that. I ain't doing that. Especially if I'm gonna be baking it anyway. It's like, who cares? Alright. Where's my... Here we go. I just want to be able to measure this out, because I do need a little bit more of that for the other dish. Even on Ferris wheels. Yeah, Ferris wheels are a no-go for me sometimes, too. When we went to the UK, actually. We did the London Eye. It was fun. I was scared most of the time on it, but it was fun. There we go. That's better. That's what we need. Alright, and that can go in there! Alrighty, dill. Weed. How much was it? 2 teaspoons of dry dill weed. I think I'm gonna finally end up using all this dill weed that I've had for a long time now. 1, 2, 3, 4. And now we're gonna mix all this up, because that's a lot. Stir until all is well combined. I can do that. Let's turn you off. Let's get you... Ooh, how are we gonna turn you and not blast shit all over this kitchen? Because I have a nasty habit of doing that. There we go. But yeah, this is your basic filling for Spanakopita. Now it's going to be the fun part of layering this in between dough. We'll in the Don Quixote Ferris wheel and see, and see how we feel. The Don Quixote. Don Quixote. Ugh. Yeah, and that is, that's your basic for Spanakopita. Let's put you out of the way. Let's get you out of the way as well. Now is going to be the fun part. Using the phyllo dough. Because this is going to be tough. I've never done this before, so let's see. I got to wet up 2 hand towels, actually. I gotta wet up the hand towels, because the whole thing is, you basically need to keep it... let me find one that's not disgustingly dirty. It's not that... I will tell you guys, it's not that that's dirty, it's just, it's incredibly stained from the amount of cooking, cleaning I've done with them. So, it might look like it's got giant brown stains on it. It's completely clean, it's just got a permanent stain. It's... Alright. And... There we go. That's a little better. Because the whole thing with phyllo dough is that you need it to basically stay wet the whole time you're working with it. Let's get that laid out. Let's move you out of the way, Mr. Matcha. Now, is your boy gonna fuck this up? Just trust me, I am scared of using these. Doing things with dough is not my strong suit. I know that about myself. Yeah, you can see like the paper thin layers of this. Ooh, okay, this is actually... Oh, this isn't terrible, actually. Oh, that's actually not bad. That's not bad at all. That's gonna work. That's perfect. Don't put yourself down. No, you know what it is? These are just the perfect temperature right now. Like, they're not too much like room tempy right now, but they're not like... We should be good. We should actually be really, really good. This song is terrible. I'm gonna just throw that out there right now. This is terrible. Let's wet up our other paper towel. Not paper towel. Hand towel. Because this is the one thing. You want to keep it still. You want to keep them damp. Because you don't want them to break is the thing. Alright, and now comes the fun part. Where's my baking dish? Layering all of this up. So, what we have to do... We gotta brush our sides with olive oil. Where is my brush? Brush. And yeah, this is where it's going to be key. It's like making sure that we are well lubricated to not have all of this stick to the pan. A little bit more in there. So I got to get our sides. And this also, this pan is clean too. It's seen a lot of wear and tear over the years. Like, I'm actually probably going to be replacing this one soon because it's so beat to shit at this point. All right, now that is a clean pan. It's not. All right, 2 pieces of dough, or the phyllo dough. So as you see, guys, oh boy, yeah, paper thin. Paper effing thin. Okay, let's put you back. Lube it up, hi Boog. How you doing, buddy? Brush with olive oil. Okay, now I gotta do a little bit more. Actually, you know what we're gonna do? I want to put this. I don't want to over oil it. Booglethin, how you doing, buddy? How is your Saturday going? I hope it's going good. I don't love this brush either. I've kind of been realizing more and more that this brush I have for cooking sucks. It kind of tends to stick to things really badly, which is not ideal when you're trying to, you know, lubricate stuff. I'm doing good, Boog. I'm doing good. Having a matcha latte, making Spanakopita. All right. Now, evenly spread the spinach and feta filling. Brush with. You've used up all this shit. Okay, so now we gotta basically plop all of this in here now. Boop. Boop. It smells heavenly, I'll tell you that much right now. Ugh. I'm glad you're doing well, dude. I'm glad you're doing well. It's, I'm assuming it is bitterly cold where you are as well, as much as it is here in New York this weekend. We're actually supposed to get more snow tonight and tomorrow. It's not supposed to be a lot. Here's the problem, though. Nothing has melted from the previous snowstorm we got, for the most part. Like, let me visit. Very little of it has melted. Oh yeah, buddy. All right. Okay. Now we basically just need to keep putting layers of this on top of it. But that's the whole thing. It basically kind of almost essentially functions like a pie, essentially. That's kind of what I said. Like it's like a pie. It's basically like a pie. Oh my god, you're so thin! Ha! Oh my god! Okay, there we go. Okay, we're good. We got this. Snow or on snow? It really is. It's snow on ice at this point, let's be totally honest. You are not lubricating well at all. The problem is it, like, moves the whole sheet when I'm trying to do this, is the problem. I almost need to, like, keep a finger on it so it, like, doesn't move all over the place. It's actually not too bad. Still negative 15. Still not bad. Still not great, though. Yeah, I feel you. It is, a balmy 10, I think it's 10 Fahrenheit here right now. Celsius, that is pretty low. I know. Let's do some more. Come on. Come on. I think that was actually 2 right from the get-go. Man, this wants me to use a lot of this. Hold on. How much? Hold on. No, I mean, this is... Yeah, 16 ounces. Yeah. Okie dokie. Yeah, that's kind of what I figured. That's kind of what I figured. Now I gotta go out later, because I gotta... for those who are on our server, Brown Sugar Bear is hosting the Super Bowl this weekend at his house. And so I said I would make cookies to bring, because I didn't feel like... Basically, the savory was already accounted for. So I'm like, I'll make cookies. It's easy, and everyone likes cookies. So I am making snickerdoodles, and I am also making, from Dylan Hollis's cookbook, actually, I'm making what is called monster cookies, which is basically, everything. It is chocolate chips, salted pecans or peanuts, M&Ms. There's one other thing in there. I can't remember for the life of me what it is. I love his stuff. I really do. He's silly. He's silly, but he knows so much about cooking is the thing. Like, I've actually been tempted at least one time on stream to make some of the... Because his first cookbook, of course, he has, like, you know, like, the really good stuff. He, of course, has some of the atrocious recipes he's made as well. And I'm like, I am so tempted to make one of those at some point. Like, you know, like the jelly meat or something like that. I'll eat it. I mean, Candy probably won't, but I will. I almost started... I almost was about to stick this brush into my matcha latte. What are you making your Spanakopita with? Matcha. Yeah, this brush does an absolutely shit job of spreading the actual oil. I gotta get a new brush. You know what it is? I've noticed more and more. The synthetic brushes do a terrible job of moving oil. Like, if you get like a natural, like, fiber one, they do a great job. If it's like synthetic, forget it. I want cookies now. I will send them, Boog. No promises on when they'll get there. Is this one sheet or two sheets? I can't even tell. And... yeah, like, you just... It doesn't actually spread it is the annoying thing. It just kind of, like, moves it around, and I'm like, buddy, you need to actually, like, do the thing that, you know, you're literally built to do. Sorry. This music is interesting. Like, where are my casual, low-key scream beats? Hi, Yoshi! Hi, Yara. Yoshi, can we get a shout out for Yoshi, please? Yoshi, thank you for the raid. How was Silk Song? How was the Silk Song treating you? Oh, there is Yara. Yoshi, how you doing? How is the Silk Song going? Okay, Silk Song. I'm sorry, but at least are your fans enjoying it? At least are your fans enjoying it? Hi, hello, Kuro. Want to throw the game in a minute? Really? Oh, I'm sorry, buddy. Listen, you know, people listen. Lurkers are the backbone of Twitch. I will always say that. Oh, I have to hold on. This music is atrocious. What is this? Dylan Harris, what are you doing? Sorry, not Dylan Harris. Harris Heller. Where's your lo-fi? Where's your lo-fi? Because this is awful. Oh, I'm not. You have major skill issues. No. I had one of those yelling matches with There we go. I had one of those conversations with Good Guy GK. Oh, so hold on, let me go over here. Hi everyone. For those who don't know me, I'm King. I do whatever I do, like, on stream. I eat bugs for fun, and we're doing a cooking stream today. We're making Spanakopita and Zucchini pancakes. Yoshi, thank you again for the raid, buddy. Guys, go check out Yoshi for Silk Song, for pretty much anything and everything. I play RB there yet with Yoshi? It's not Joe. I know I'm bad, so I don't play it. But yes, we are making Spanakopita today. It's, for those who don't know, Spanakopita is basically kind of like a spinach pie from Greece, essentially. Yoshi, thank you for the sub. You don't have to do screw your 5 minutes. Listen, I didn't run the ads right now. They just auto-run. Yoshi, thank you for the sub. You don't need to do that. But Yoshi, I appreciate you. Yoshi is a good bean. He's a fun bean, too. Listen, playing RV There Yet is great with Yoshi. RV There Yet, Peak. It's good times. We always have fun there. Makes me think they're going inside. Yeah, I assume Yada was in the city, because that's normally what Yada does on Saturdays. Yoshi's a good boy. He also likes has pat. I know for a fact he does not. Yoshi won't even accept my hugs in video games. Do you know the number of times I've tried to hug him in Helldivers 2, and he won't hug me back? It's upsetting. I just want to hug him. We're just gonna do this. We're gonna do this and make this a little bit easier on my own sanity, because this trying to like spoon it out is like spread it out is not working. Yeah, this is going in the bin. The moment the stream is over, the shit's going in the bin, because this thing is terrible. Again, it doesn't move anything. Like, you'll see, like, it like moves it and then it just immediately stops moving it. Like, bruh, you're a brush. That is your job. I'm actually half tempted. Can I just use my hands? Would that be better? Shit, it probably is. Yep, it is. Using my hands is better. Great. Love that for me. But anyone that came up with Yoshi's Raid, if anyone needs to raid and run, get yourself something to eat, drink, go touch grass, silence the voices in your basement. We're going to be here cooking for a little while still. We still got to pop this in the oven, and then we got to make zucchini pancakes. So that'll be fun. I think King will stay away from trying to hold me. Oh no, I assume Yoshi would scream. Nobody needs that in their lives. I have enough screaming in my own head at points. I don't need Yoshi to be doing it in my actual ears. Yeah, doing this with my hands is so much easier. Yes, it's going to make a lot more of a mess. I don't care. Voices in the basement. Wonder how to? We are making, alright, so, Wonder, I can pronounce the first one. I cannot pronounce the second one. It's Spanakopita and Kolokithokeftedes zucchini pancakes. I should have just written zucchini pancakes, because I can't pronounce it either. Higher than Yada. It's a win. Why is there a hype train going on? I thought I turned that down. I thought I turned the threshold down on that. Ooh, did I? Oh, I thought I knocked the camera for a second. Okay, this is definitely starting to shred a little bit, but it's fine. Oh, wow. I haven't even put it in the oven yet. It's going to be at least an hour. At least an hour. But we're going to make the zucchini. We're going to make the zucchini pancakes while this cooks. I put mine up, King sucks. That's the one thing about cooking streams, is that they do take a while. Albert, stop it!
Cheered. X100.
Nobody needs to give bits here. Sub, no, you don't need to do it. Nobody needs to ever give anything here. Ugh. God, there's so much oil. Ugh. How much more? Oh my God, there's still so much more of this. Jesus. Like, you know what the thing is though with phyllo is that it's actually thin at the end of the day, so it's not as much. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. It's definitely. Listen, because I think I will say, Wonder, it's like there's a lot of people that do a lot of creative cooking stuff on Twitch, more so than me. Like there's a reason we call it Scuffed Kitchen. I don't have a good setup for this. I have a very basic, I use an old streaming laptop. I literally pull my webcam from my other laptop, and that's it. One time I tried to cook mashed potatoes for my brother. I forgot I was one of them, so everything burned to a... Ooh, nice! My best cooking story is I fell asleep making baked ziti one time, and it cooked all night. So I had a nice hardened brick of ziti in the oven when I woke up. It was a good time. I need more on... Ugh, that was too much. That was too much. That was too much. That was too much. Okay. I think we're nearing the point where this is almost done. That's burnt ziti. Exactly. It's burnt ziti. This process of layering these things is a lot. I'm still not done with layering all of this phyllo dough. Same laptop has... Oh yeah, no, it definitely does. Trust me, there's a... I can see right now there's parsley on it. So that'll be getting wiped off later at some point, maybe. I don't know. I actually, no joke, after I finish stream with the cooking streams, I actually take normally like a, like basically like a Lysol rag to it because I'm like, I don't care. This laptop's ancient. If it ruins it, so be it. This thing has gotten its work done. I really feel like I'm using too much of this. I mean, it calls for 16 ounces, but this just feels like a lot. Also just a lot that's still kind of like going over the edge. It is. It has become... We have become one! Like Asiata said. Yoshi, what's your plan for the rest of the Saturday for your shelf? My hands are so oily. I think that's the one thing though I kind of forget too with phyllo is that because it is paper thin, it's like it feels like a lot, but it really isn't actually, like in terms of how much I'm putting down. Again, it just feels like a lot. It's because of how much is on there. I mean, I actually have to do a little bit of a cut before we put it in the oven because it needs to kind of like cut just a little bit because it's meant to actually help with the cooking process on it. You basically cut it just a little bit so the air can kind of get beneath the dough itself and kind of zhuzh it up, for lack of a better term. I asked you if you're doing anything else today, or are you just kind of hanging out? One more sheet. Come on, buddy. There we go. Looking off some... Ooh, I didn't know you snowboarded. I did not know you snowboarded. Funny enough, despite the fact that I lived in one of the snowiest cities in the United States, I actually never learned how to snowboard. It just, you know what it is? Because I was in sports year-round in school, I just never had the chance to go because on the weekends I was always doing sports stuff. Especially because I wrestled in high school. Wrestling is like, in the winter, like that's all you do in the winter is wrestle. Like even on the weekends, your weekends are devoted to wrestling. It's fine, it's just, you don't have much of a life outside of it for the season. Forgot this, I'm gonna go get the patty melt. You enjoy, Wonder. You enjoy. That too. Listen, I skateboarded as a kid. That was enough torsion on my ankles. I didn't need to compound that with snowboarding. It looks fun, though. That's what I always will say, though. It looks very fun. I just wouldn't pick it up at this point, either, because I'm an old man. I can skate. I just haven't been in a very, very long time. Because, I mean, like, obviously, like, I roller skated as a kid. Really, what is ice skating but just roller skating on ice? Also, because when I was in college, I dated a girl who played ice hockey. So one of the things that her team used to do for a fundraiser during the year was they used to have like open skates at like the hockey rink near our school. So I'd always go and just kind of ice skate. I could sandboard. Sandboarding is 100% a thing, Yada. I keep hitting that. I moved where I put the clamp for my camera today, and it's like right here, and I keep hitting it with my forehead. And I feel like I'm using way too much fucking oil on this. But yeah, it's like, it doesn't like, for how much oil it's set for me to use, I'm like, I don't know how much you're expecting me to use on this, because it doesn't feel like enough. Yeah, enjoy your look, buddy. First time into the snow as I faceplant. It's kind of, I assume, how everyone, their first time on a snowboard is. They just eat snow. Okay. That last sheet's not going in there, also because that thing is basically like, I can't even move that at that point. I mean, that's true. That is very true, Tastic. You can't really go wrong. This one I want to make sure is a little bit more oil, because this is our top layer now. And also I gotta fold down what's on the sides now. So we can fold this down, fold this down. I'm just gonna put a little oil on my hand. Ugh, that was too much. That was too much. Just do that. Do that, do that. My god, my hands are covered in oil. Read last sentence, I said. Hold on. I missed the first part. I always wanted to snowboard, just didn't have anyone to go with. I go, ooh, nice. That's if we go. Got myself a 2-hour lesson. Ooh, nice. That's fun, though. That's definitely fun. And now I just gotta sprinkle some water on top of this. Sprinkle with just a few drops of water. The problem is, because like the chat window is so small on my laptop, if I miss it, it goes away almost immediately. All right, now what we gotta do is, I actually don't have to cut it. So maybe we're not gonna cut it, actually. Maybe we won't cut it. Yeah, actually realizing, looking at the recipe, it's like, you can cut it, you don't necessarily have to, though. All right, in the oven we go. All right, perfect. Now that's in there for an hour. 12:15, so 1:15, you gotta come out. Let's set an alarm for ourselves. There we go. All right, friends, that's the first half of the stream. Cheers. My matcha sat. There we go. Okay. Let me get some of the garbage out of the sink, because there's a lot in there right now. Just for my own sanity for later. Alrighty. But yeah, that's gonna go in there for an hour, and we're gonna start making the Kolokithokeftedes in a moment. Again, I have no idea if that's how you're supposed to pronounce it, but we're just gonna act like it is. I think the one thing I should have done before I streamed was clean what was in the sink. Thank you, Yoshi. Oh my god. Oh, my knees. All right. Now, let us pray. All right. Now we gotta do clean what is in this thing. I mean, I know. No, I left a little bit in there from before stream. It was literally just in the corner, but clearly it was more than it should have been. You can go over here. You can go over here. I actually think I still need, but I am gonna rinse you out at least. Problem is like with our kitchen, the sink is not that big. It's like it is the one, like, I know I always used to complain that we didn't have a kitchen, period, at our last place. We have a kitchen now. It's not that big here is the problem. And especially counter space is limited, which I don't love. Like, that's like the one thing. It's like there's not much counter space and I'm constantly having to like shift stuff around to make room for things. You can go there. All right, now what we gotta do is we gotta do that first and foremost. We gotta shred up a whole bunch of zucchini. Because literally, zucchini pancakes are basically just shredded zucchini. All right, let's zucchini number 1. I just want to rinse these off to make sure that they got all that out. There you go. Zucchini number 2. Kolokithokeftedes. Okay, that's close to what I've been saying. Not perfect, but close. Greek is one of those languages I can't pronounce the words. I know myself well enough to be like, yeah, I can't pronounce it. Actually, no, you'll put your actually. What I am gonna do though is at least mop up what water's on here. Because the one thing about shredding zucchini, it's gonna make a ton of water. And Joel, I'm glad you're back. Welcome back. Large holes in the box grater. Okay. Let's pop you. And let's start shredding. As I'm yeeting zucchini all over the countertop. Ugh. This should be good though. Yeah, the pancakes aren't going to need as long, and if anything, they just need a few minutes to chill once I've shredded them all. It's the one thing I hate about box graters is when you get to the end of something, and it's like I don't want to rip up my hand on the grater. And boom, I'm just going to get all that off. See what I gotta do. Come here. Get in there. Okay, that's what we gotta do with it. It's gotta sit in the colander. Because basically, we essentially want this to eventually get all the liquid out of it, or as much as we can get out of it. You could actually just chill there for now. Boop, boop. Boop, boop. Okay. And I've made... So this is like kind of the same process you follow if you want to make zucchini bread. Zucchini bread's good. It makes an absolute mess in your kitchen if you're not doing it properly, because zucchini is very wet. Who knew? Who knew? But yeah, we're gonna do the stream today. Then I'm not doing a whole lot else this weekend, which is nice. Like I said, we're just gonna go see the superb owl at a friend's place tomorrow. Watch the game, watch the Super Bowl performances. It's like one of those things at this point with football. I'm like, I don't really care about who's playing in the game. I don't. I would say I do. I don't. I'd be lying. All right. Perfect. Let's put you in there. Put you in there. And now what you need to do... Yeah, I know. What you've got to do now is it's got to chill over the sink for a few minutes. Come here, buddy. Come here. Where's my salt? Now let's just do this. Let's flip. Actually, put it over here. Put it over here. Our beautiful kosher sea salt from Kirkland. Put you over there. Give you a zhuzh. Yeah, basically we're doing this to draw as much water as humanly possible, because Lord knows, especially if you're frying something, you do not want water blasting all over the place. Yeah, because that's how you get burned. Take it as somebody who's been burned many times cooking. It's not pleasant. I need another towel. I go through so many hand... I literally go through all my hand towels in this kitchen, like, in one cooking stream. Alright. Alright, in a medium bowl. Gotta get our onions prepped. Not our onions, our, well, technically our onions, yeah. Let's rinse you out. Definitely gonna need more paper towels when I go to the grocery store too, because I am almost out. Literally, it's those things when you go to the grocery store and you realize you need them, and you forget that you need them, and then you walk out, and you realize when you get home that you never got what you needed. Good times. Good times. If you've ever been curious what it's like to be in my brain at all times, that's what it's like. All right. Our 2 more eggs. And let's get these eggies to go. Eggie number 1 and eggie number 2. All right, now whisk. There we go. All right, let's put you over there for now. Eggies. Exactly. Elvis knows what's up. 1 medium lemon. Prepare the following, adding each to the bowl. Finally grate the zest of 1 medium lemon. Okay. This is the one thing I forget that I do not have in the kitchen, and it's one of those things I can't justify the cost on. Getting an actual proper, like hand zester, I'm like, I can't. I would use it once a year. I'm like, I can't justify buying it. It's not even the cost, it's just like, it's one more thing in my kitchen. Thank you, Yoshi. You're out my crickets. They're right behind me. These are probably so stale at this point. But listen, those gotta be eggs. We're using the eggs at this point because this is the binding agent for the pancakes. They still smell okay. So that's good. Some delicious crickets for Yoshi. Actually, they're not that bad. I thought they'd be expired. They're not. No, actually, hold on. There we go. Let's actually wash you. Just so I'm not, you know, funneling whatever cleaner they put on the lemons on my mouth. All right, let's zest the hell out of you. I should probably take the sticker off. This is a crappy old Red Dragon headset of my wife's. I had a better one I used. I lost the cable that went with it, and any replacement cable I found does not work properly with my laptop. So this is a very old headset. I know it doesn't sound great. It's old. It's very, very old. And eventually I'll replace the cable for my headset. Today is not that day. I don't love it because it's gigantic either. Okay, I think... Fuck, it's like so little of you actually coming. This is the one thing I hate about zesting things. I feel like the zest never actually comes out. It just sits on the stupid board and just never actually... No, that's exactly it. Like, I know this one's old, but it's for the time being just doing what it needs to do. Until I can get, like, a replacement cord for my other one. You know what? We're gonna actually... I know we're a little bit beyond zest at this point, but it should still be okay. Yeah, red dragons are like, as far as like an intro, like, or like early on, like if you don't want to drop a ton of money, they're fine. If you want like good quality, I don't recommend them. I do not recommend them. All right. 2 medium scallions. Let's get our scallions out of the fridge. Where are you? I know Audio-Technicas are good. They're just expensive. I know they're good. I think Audio-Technica, I think they actually also do, members of I think they also do, like, vinyl players, too, I'm pretty sure. Don't quote me on that. And I've broken 3 pairs. But that is... How do you break that many headsets, Yoshi? I just legitimately have to ask. Like, I've broken a couple. Not that many, though. Okay, that's fair enough. I won't ask. We're just gonna toss you loose in the fridge for now. I'll figure out what to do with you later. Let's rinse you off. Where's my good knife? There it is. Let's... How finely cut do these need to be? I actually didn't specify how fine they need to be, so... You definitely need to get sharpened, buddy boy. His horns do wear the metal. I mean, you know what? Yeah, that's fair. That is 110% fair. The scales, the horns, they're probably the combo of the two. Pop you in there. Wait, do I have to chop up another onion? No, but I got a problem. I did get dill. I'm like, did I get dill? I'm like, yes, I did. Come on. Anytime I buy these fresh herbs, I'm like, well, these are going to go right in the trash once I've used what I need, because I don't use fresh herbs that often, honestly. Like, is it better for presentation? Absolutely it is. Does it do the same thing that dry do? Pretty much. I know it is very much a personal preference thing, too, when it comes to cooking. Some people just prefer to use fresh herbs. I don't. It's also just a lot more expensive, too. It really is a price point thing, too, for me. Alright, how finely chopped do you need to be? Finely chopped, okay. Like, how much do you need to chop? Just a little bit or a lot? Anytime I chop up dill, I feel like I'm chopping up a tree. The fact that we have Kafka and Blade in Fortnite means there's a non-zero chance I mean, real talk. It is still just wild that they're including them now. I mean, it's not surprising because it's Fortnite. They have everything. But still, I never thought I'd see the day. Next, you're going to tell me they're going to have, like, a Fate Grand Order collab. Who we're going to have? You're going to have, Excalibur. It's a playable character in Fortnite. One thing I will say, though, fresh dill smells delicious. Thank you, Yoshi. Give me a moment. Might need to do so much cleaning in this kitchen once I'm done. Ooh. Monies. Ooh. Knee crack felt good, though. Knee crack felt very good. Alright. Let's grab the rest of our feta, because I think this is like 2.5 ounces left. So, let's toss you in there. I love cheese. My one guilty pleasure. Like, what's the food you always
keeps
eat?
kicking me in the dick.
Why? Why does he keep kicking me in the dick? Thank you for the bits, whoever that was. Friends, if you've never seen DBZ Abridged, go watch it. It's fun. It's fun, and if you've watched all of Dragon Ball Z as well, it's even better, because the references are just there, right for the picking. How much pepper do we need? A few fries. I think our zucchini should be good. I know I gotta squeeze a lot out. Ugh. Alright, let's put you in there. Let's put you in there. Let's put my wedding band over here so it doesn't get soaked in zucchini juice. Oh my god, there's so much liquid in this. Ugh. I think that should be good. I really hope it's good. Let me rephrase that. Ugh. Ugh. Nothing more gross than just the squelch of zucchini in your hand. Eh. What is that? Is that a rat? Oh, God. Okay, there we go. That's as good as it's gonna get. That's as good as it's gonna get. Ideally, if it was shredded a little bit finer, it probably would have been good. Let's bring this back over here. Actually, what am I using this for? I need something that actually can stir this. Alrighty. Alright. And we have what's almost our base at this point. Alright, sprinkle half cup. Okay, half cup of flour. Flour. Summer can wait. Listen, can it though? Can it? Where's my half cup? Where's my half cup? I got express warning on this up, like, don't overmix it. I'm like, okay. That. I actually probably gotta buy more flour tonight too. Because if I'm making cookies, this ain't gonna probably cut it for how much I'm gonna make. I just want to run out and exercise and work. Boog, I would love to have access to a garden again. I really would. I used to garden all the time years ago, and I don't have access to a garden anymore, so I kind of just have to, you know, deal, which sucks. Like, I know there's community gardens where we live. They're not close, is the problem. It's like, the whole point is that... Listen, I love my quotes here. Okay. Let me combine you. Do not overmix, as it repeatedly has said. But I want to be able to make sure that it's actually, like, you know, properly incorporated, and I'm not seeing just, like, wads of just flour. Okay. Come on. You are doughy, doughy, doughy. Okay. Now, 1/4 inch. Okay. Or 1/4 cup, I should say. 1/4 inch. I know how to read. Okay. Now, let's take you off. You're gonna get a good cleaning later, buddy, because you are filthy. Alright. Now it's time to start cooking these boyos. Alright. It's a wipe out. It's clean, it's got like some like onion skin in it. Alright. I know it says using... Anytime I see a recipe that says use olive oil for frying, like light frying, I'm like, really? Like olive oil? Of all things? I mean, how much do I have left? Hold on. I mean, the problem is, it's true with like the amount of olive oil I have, it's not actually enough for like what I need it for is the problem. Let's see. Because I know the problem is with olive oil, it's got a low smoke point, so it just kind of like... I think that's exactly it. But I think it's also too, it's like frying, but it's not frying. It's like, it's fried. I'm like, but it's kind of like a latke more than anything else, so it's like, it's really like not really frying, it's just cooking on a pan with a little bit of oil. Let's just call it what it is. Alright. Really quickly though. Actually, can I reach from here? For my own sanity, I unplugged the smoke alarm. I don't want it to go off. And it's a new one, so I don't know how temperamental it is. Who would have thought that using half the bottle of... I mean... I probably didn't use that much, but also not for nothing. Like, I need to get...
My name's Star.
Hunk. Was that your sandwich? Not a... Thank you, Yoshi. Thank you, Yoshi. Always got to have our little cooking toad with us. Yeah! He's here. He's just hanging out. Alright. What I do have to do, though, is get out a plate where I can put these two when they're done. Whew. This reminds me of something we have in called ukoi. That sounds good, actually. That sounds really, really good. Let's move you out of the way, actually. Put you over there. Keep you out for now. I can put you away. You guys can go away. You can go away. Although I actually probably should keep you out anyway, because I gotta bake with you later. More crickets. This is where I keep them. I keep them in the kitchen. So at least there's some semblance of the fact that, yes, they are food. That means they stay in the kitchen. Let's put the salt back in here. I was over like a little bit of a layer of paper towel, so like, because I know it's going to be a little bit oily. Okay, so 1/4 cup drops. 4 in a 12-inch pan. Gently pat down until about 3 inches wide. Okay. 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 Okay, and that needs to cook for about 2.5 minutes on that side. This is the other thing too I've noticed about this pan, like the oven, it doesn't sit at a perfect angle, so the oil kind of always just migrates a little bit, which drives me up the wall. All right, what can I clean up in the interim? This sink is a disaster right now. I can do. I can at least put you away, because I don't need you out, actually. I don't need this out either. I thought I was going to need this oil. I guess I don't. Oh my god. What's that? How long ago was that I put it in? Let's say that was like 41 when I put it away. You're going to go on top of the fridge for right now. Candy is in for a treat tomorrow as well, because I'm gonna make a challah French bread for the French toast for the first time ever. I've actually, fun fact, never made French toast, so we're gonna try that tomorrow. See how it goes. I am not a huge fan of French toast, but that's just me. I kind of prefer. I'm definitely a like straight savory over sweet for breakfast person. So for me, French toast, waffles, pancakes, it's all kind of lost on me. I think they might be in need to be a little bit higher. Yeah, again, it's like, you know what it is? It's like the sugar, the sugar in them, it almost makes me want to go back to bed. And I'm like, I don't need that in the morning. Of course I did, yeah. And by of course I did, I mean I absolutely did not, because I've definitely already eaten like half the loaf of challah bread on my own. Like, this was a full loaf when I bought it. I love challah bread. I just don't buy it that often because I know I'll end up eating it on its own. It's just the untoasted challah with like butter. Holy shit. So good. Yeah, I don't need a sugar crash. I already crash enough with caffeine as it is. I don't need to compound that with like a, hey, why don't I throw something else in the mix with this? Let's add sugar. Let's start cleaning a little bit of this kitchen up. Where are my clean hand towels that I just grabbed out? There they are. That's gonna be way too hot. I can already tell. I saw like the steam kicking off on the water. I'm like, well, that's gonna burn my hand. That's like the one thing about our kitchen that we were told when we first moved in here. We're like, weirdly, our hot water gets to like boiling in a matter of seconds. So like we actually, even like me, I can't wash my hands that long under just straight hot water because it'll burn my hands. Is it because I have baby hands? Maybe. I don't know. You be the judge. Okay. Okay, so they kind of look, they basically just look like zucchini latkes, essentially. That's actually something I should make on stream and I have not made, is latkes. I do love a latke. It's just, even the, you'd think in our area, considering we live in, like, downstate New York, it'd be easy to find a place that makes latkes regularly. Nope. The only place that made them that I knew of was a diner that burned down, and it did not reopen. So yeah, that was my one place I could go to get latkes, and it's gone. It's upsetting. It's actually not far from where Candy used to live with her when her family still lived here. It was a really, really good diner. Now it's just a 7-Eleven there, and it's disappointing every time I drive by and see, man, I missed that diner. Oh, I know. Trust me, I know. Candy has always jokingly said I got baby hands because she can handle like searing hot temperatures, and I'm like, it's too hot. And it's just like, she's like, it's fine. Tastic knows what's up though. Tastic's in the tri-state area. Tastic knows a good latke. Latkes, a little bit of sour cream, applesauce. Woo! Good stuff. And it's especially good if you can get a place that does them well and they're not greasy. Like, they're the perfect, like, crisp. They don't taste like oil. The deli near me, Livingston Deli, latkes. Oof. I wish we had a place that did latkes near us. I have not found one. I'm sure if I really, really, really made a point to look like I'd find one, but I'm like, it's also definitely one of those things where it's just like, there's a limit with how far I'm willing to drive sometimes for certain foods. I like latkes. If it's like, it's a half hour, 45-minute drive, nope. I'm not driving that far for a latke. At that point, I will make it myself. I like it says, like, until they're cooked through. I'm like, there's nothing to cook through on these. It's zucchini. Slowly and surely cleaning up the sink over here. It's like the nice thing at this point is I can kind of just chat, clean, smell some delicious zucchini pancakes cooking. It smells good though. Actually, that is the one thing I will say. Using olive oil to like kind of pan fry, it does smell better than like a canola oil or something like that. How are you guys looking? Oh yeah, no, you need to come out. Feeling like I'm starting to smell a little bit of burning. Not like burning, but I'm just like, it's just to the point where I'm like, you need to calm the fuck down. Yep. All right, let's let that chill out for a second. I do not want to start a fire in here. Well, let me rephrase that. I don't want to set up the smoke alarm in our apartment. Hi, Kelly. How you doing? We're letting our oil calm down for a moment. I know, right? Who doesn't want to see it? It wouldn't be a fire. It would be a lot of smoke, and I'm like, I would prefer not to do that. Again, that's why I don't like using olive oil is that it has a low smoke point. Ergo, it's going to get really hot really quickly and smoke really quickly. But Kelly, how you doing? How is your weekend going so far? Raging flames. I will have to look that up, Boog. Boog, I keep saying I want to add some Filipino dishes to my cooking repertoire, or even just to do a cooking stream of one of them, because I'm like, again, I have not had Filipino cuisine, so I'm like, I don't really know what it's like. Just got finished with the whole growing groceries and bringing them away. Ooh, what's for lunch, Kelly? What is for lunch? Anything good? Alright, let's put this back on. Let's not put it on as high, though. Alright, there we go. Chicken into... Ooh, nice. I do love me some taquitos. Ugh. Kelly raises a very valid point. Groceries be dumb expensive. Groceries in this economy? Whew. We asking for a lot. Enough for each of us to get a bite. So one taquito to go around to everybody. Ugh, the communal taquito. Oh, I don't like it. Right, let's slap another batch in here. Come on, buddy. And blah blah. And plop plop. Come on, buddy. There we go. Ooh, you are a little bit more loosey-goosey than I would prefer. It's fine. Large! Hi, buddy. Mere, welcome in. Lars, welcome in. How was the raid? How was the stream, buddy? How are you doing, Lars? How was 7 days to... Wait. How was 7 days to die? I saw you on this morning. You went on early, I feel like. Guys, go check out Lars for all things survival related. Can we get a shout out for Mere as well, please, and thank you. And Kelly, also. There's no clips, I know, because I'm not on my main computer, but... Mere, how you doing? Lars, how you doing? How was the stream, buddy boy? How was 7 days to die? That is what you were... I thought you were playing something else this morning. Or did you switch games? Because I could have sworn you were playing something else this morning. It might be me, though. And Mere, how are you doing? That's what I thought. It was Days Gone. I'm like, I was even thinking, I'm like, you weren't playing 7 Days to Die when I had you up. King putting me to a high. How dare I? How dare I ask a mod to do a shout out? Mere, how are you doing as well? Lars, thank you for the raid. Like, again, go check out Lars for all things survival crafting related. And check out Mere for... What are you playing right now, Mere? What were you last playing? Mimic? Oh, that was Kelly. Wait, Mere, you're back on Baldur's Gate 3 again? How did I miss that? What are you doing in Baldur's Gate 3 again? Also, I'm sure you've heard the news about the Baldur's Gate show. What are your thoughts? I'm curious how they're going to handle it. I'm not against it, I'm just curious. It's got potential, but it also could be really bad. Yes, Kelly, they announced it yesterday that the same guy who did worked on the Last of Us show on HBO is going to be doing a show set in the Baldur's Gate universe. Nah, but the new Scream schedule. Oh, gotcha. No, I knew with the whole new job thing. Yeah, I mean, as you said, like you'll see if it's sustainable at first. I fucking hate the idea of a Baldur's Gate 3 show. Not gonna lie. You know what? The saving grace of it is, and this is the one thing they have going for them on it, they're setting it after the events of the game. Here's the problem though, because again, the game has so many different endings. What ending are you choosing to run with as far as the ending goes? Yeah. How to alienate all the choices we made. Yes, Lars. What's the real question? Meta got thoughts. Oh, that's hot. How the fuck do you pronounce it? All right, so a Spanakopita is the first one. Spanakopita is basically like a Greek spinach pie, and Elvis put it in stream earlier. It's Kolokithokeftedes. It's zucchini pancakes, basically. I can speak. No, I can't. Boop. Yes, thank you, Elvis. Like, Elvis put it in chat earlier. I'm sure it'll be okay as long as they don't try to connect it. That's kind of my... But here's the thing, too, is that, like, you close so many loopholes with, like, plot lines and enemies. Like, what are you going to do in the show? Spanakopita. I haven't had Spanakopita in years. I do like it. It's just, it's been a long time since I've had it. Zucchini latkes. Exactly. Zucchini latkes. That's basically what they are. Listen, it's what I was calling them until I decided, like, hey, I'm gonna put the real name on there, and everyone's like, how do you pronounce it? I don't know. I don't know. Use your judgments. Like, each of the main casts has enough lore before the event. But again, the question is, too, what lore are you going with? Are you going with, like, the Dark Urge happened? Are you going with the, you know, Gale nuking himself at the end of Act 2? Like, what storyline are you going with? Is Gale going to be there at that point? That's a valid question. He has the option to blow himself up. Corby and I were talking about it, and we were like, why not adapt Baldur's Gate? I think that'd be preferable, honestly, because I know nothing about the first two. Really, at all, actually. All I know is that they exist. That's it. Yes, Lars, go do your post-stream shit, absolutely. And anyone that came in with Lars, just raid as well. If anyone needs to go raid and run, get yourself something to eat, drink, go touch grass, touch a furry creature in your house, go silence the voices in your basement, use the bathroom, touch grass if you're into that. We'll be here. Yes, go have a good poop. Go have a good poop. The Austin way. Okay, I think you guys are good. It keeps saying to temp, and I'm like, you're vegetables. How much do you need to get to temp? Is kind of my question. Remember being told there's a game coming out that's exactly like D&D, so I bought it. That is Baldur's Gate 3. Clean up some of the oil I splashed all over my hands, which crazily enough does not actually burn right now. That extra one. Right here? Or right here? They do smell very good. They're not as crispy as I thought they'd be. But again, it's one of those things I'm like, I don't know how crispy I want to make them. Oh, gotcha. This guy right here. Does look pretty good, though. That's for future king to enjoy later. Exactly. I would like to play the first two at some point. I just don't know when I would is the thing. I have like so many games on my backlog. And especially now the like writing for GSC and reviewing for them. And also a fun fact for those who don't know, Gamer Social Club is now a Metacritic. So we're fancy now. We get to actually have our shit factored into Metacritic scoring. But because we get so many games from them, it's like, yeesh, when do I actually get to play the games I want to play? Like, what are we playing right now? Well, I'm finally playing Elden Ring, but also I'm just playing Slay the Spire like I have nothing else to do. That would be my thoughts. A little bit of cornstarch. They're okay. Like, I also don't know if they're supposed to be really, really, really crispy or just like a little bit crisped. Yeah. Exactly. I still have to play Life is Strange. Still have not played it. I will at one point. I don't know when, but I will. Alright, you guys, I'm going to experiment a little bit, and I'm going to let you go a little bit longer and see if that makes a difference in things. I just play Pally every day. You already know everything because of game. I actually don't. I don't because any time there's like a story adjacent game that like I have an interest in playing that she streams, I typically don't watch it for the most part because I'm like I kind of want to go in as blind as possible to it. I say as blind as possible, although she has lovingly told me I am not. Well, I have been giving very fair warning about Life is Strange 2. I mean, for those who don't know, I lost my brother a couple years ago, so she's like, yeah, it may not be good for you to play it right now. I don't know. Because I know the whole one about that is two brothers, and the main character is the older brother. Guess who was the older brother in that equation? Me. So, we're going to see how that goes at some point. Lynetta! I'm bad playing. But listen, as long as you enjoy it, that's the important part, Mayday. Seriously, the number of times I've replayed Stardew Valley. Come on. And Dragon Age. I still have not played a Dragon Age at all. I've not played any of them. I know I would probably like them too. I just know they're long. That's the biggest deterrent to me. I'm like, I know they're long games. Which update, Kelly? Like where is it? What component of the update? Because I feel like anytime that Concern does a massive update, it's a ton of stuff. So I don't know if it's something I have or have not heard about. Borderlands, I've not played. The world doesn't. Oh yeah, isn't it because is it true now that you can break up the marriages? Is that valid? Like you can break up marriages now? Or is that just a running joke that you can break up marriages? That is a rumor, okay? Listen, you mean I can't marry Robin and have her leave Demetrius? Come on. Come on, you're ruining all my fun here. I kid. You need to drain. Oh, I can feel why you are not drinking properly. Doobie-doobie-doo. How are you doing? Literally, I'm just trying. There's so much just zucchini in this fridge. Give us Robin, you coward. Listen, if it's a two-marriage candidate, Robin Demetrius, I would 100% go back to play. Exactly. You know what I'm actually surprised about, too? Give me Marnie as an option. Come on. Give me Marnie as an option. Listen, if I can stick it to the mayor by taking this boo, because listen, if he won't marry her for reasons, I will. Slowly draining out the sink right now. It's good times. I love this. I'm in ads, but there are so many theories. What about Lewis and Marnie, Clint and Sandy? I wouldn't want Sandy. I'd be intrigued. I would not want Clint. I don't know who would want Clint, honestly. The only reason I would see Clint being a good option would be like, can you make him less How do I nicely say this? Could you make him less incel-y, please? Like, I don't even want to say incel. He's very just like a, like, it's kind of like, it's just constantly pining and pining for Emily. It's like, dude, just go talk to her. And be direct. Emily doesn't understand coy. As much as I love her character, she doesn't do coy and indirect. You need a little bit more on that time. Ugh. Well, at least the plus side right now is the kitchen's clean, so that's good news for me. Sandy would be good because then you're actually gonna see her outside of her, you know, shack, hut thing. Meanwhile, I would guarantee Alexi be like, let me romance Krobus. Let me romance Krobus. Let me romance the boy in the sewers. Just listen. I think a lot of people are happy also, I think, my idea for Clint. What if there were a redeeming? That's the only way I see doing a proper job with Clint, is giving him some level of redemption that, like, okay, he's not a weirdo anymore. He becomes, you know, not awkward. I don't know how to nicely say it. Like, can you not be weird, please? Because, like, yeah, if that were the case, yeah, I would play a Clint romance line. I would, just to see it. But, like, I don't need awkward Clint. I really don't. I'm not gonna lie, if Clint becomes available, I'll romance him on my JoJo run. He's only getting the JoJo run if I'm romancing him. Alright, let's plate up a little bit of these boys. Just so I can take the picture for the YouTube video, because I gotta do that. Where's my baby cutting board? Welcome back. Hi, Paige. It's going. It's actually almost done, Paige. Gotta do it for the gram. No, this is actually for the YouTube thumbnail I do. Because I always upload these VODs to YouTube. Well, yeah, I upload most of my VODs to YouTube. But, I gotta upload it for that purpose. Let me just do that. And, just... Hell yeah. A little bit of zucchini pancakes. Just gotta take my picture of it, too. Also try one. It looks good. Oh, my knees. Anytime I have to crouch down, it's like, oh god, my knees. It honestly, it's very Cora adjacent page. There's so much sunlight coming in from outside. Oh. Yeah, you're already a mod here. You don't need VIP. I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. Alright, let's see how this came out. Bakura is good. It's just it can be messy making it. That's good. It's hot, but it's good. It's very Laka adjacent. I want to be a fabulous mod. You already are a fabulous mod. Oh god. We're gonna actually have some kombucha. Oh. Yeah, you work. Have my little glass of kombucha for the day. I gotta get better about actually, because I buy these big ass jugs at the grocery store and I never drink them fast enough, so then it ends up being like, it's just the SCOBY at the bottom. It's just like, it's like drinking sand water. It's disgusting. So I'm like, let me be good about actually drinking my kombucha. I do love me some kombucha. Ooh. I always get the ginger and lemon ones. Ew to the kombucha, or ew to the fact of letting it get gross in the fridge? That sounds good. That sounds really good. These came out good. These are good. We got about 5 minutes on the Spanakopita. I'm not by still. Indian. Oh no, 100%. The Indian. I love the Indian place. We actually have a place that's no joke, not even 5 minutes away from us. It's really, really good. They do like a really, really good like lamb vindaloo, like melt your face off level good. And the cool thing too, when you actually go there, because the dude that owns the place is very good about recognizing people who come in regularly, and he will very much ask if he knows you like spicy food. He's like, what level do you want it at? He's like, do you want it like more authentic or do you want it less? So they'll do full on Indian level spice for you, but like they will ask you, do you want this? I want to dip your Spanakopita. This is not Spanakopita. The Spanakopita is this is the zucchini pancakes. The Spanakopita is almost done in the oven. I got ketchup. It probably would be good with ketchup, honestly. But I also just like ketchup, so. Take it away. I'm gonna put you guys in Tupperware because I can save you for later. Or honestly, just probably throw you in some water later. It's basically zucchini hash browns. That's really what it is. Love the kombucha. Don't love getting lemon seeds all over my food. I think the one thing is, I think I would do what Boog said, add a little bit of cornstarch to them, and give them a little bit more crisp, because the problem is, again, or use canola oil and not like olive oil. The Indian place in my town is great, except for their butter chicken. It's too sweet for me. Oh, yeah. Anytime they have to adapt. Funny enough, actually, I don't think our Indian place does butter chicken, actually. They do a lot of tandoori. I think that's more their specialty at this place. Even though butter chicken is 100% like the let's tame this down so the white folk like it, to its detriment. I have never had cheese naan. Is it literally just naan bread with cheese? I always get garlic. I always like it like, I'm like, can you just make it disgustingly garlicky for me? Thank you. You away. Ah! Okay. Gotcha. That makes more sense. That makes a lot more sense to me. All right. The Spanakopita, 4 minutes? Sure. Whatever my watch says. I think it's actually the one dish I really like also too in Indian cooking is paneer, like their cheese cubes. I really like. Like they do a really good saag paneer at our place. They do also it's a masala paneer, so it's like more like a tomatoey sauce with paneer. It's pretty good. I want them to do a paneer vindaloo, and I probably could ask them to do it, and they would, but that's my go-to. Like, can you just make the paneer spicy? I fucking love saag paneer. But I will say it very much is an acquired taste thing. Like, I should phrase that. It's an acquired texture thing. Because that is like cheese. And yes, by definition, it is cheese. It's not normal cheese. Dal. I have actually never had dal before. Because dal is lentils, right? If memory serves. That's what I thought. I probably would like it because I do like lentils, so... Oh, yeah, 100%. Yeah, like, honestly, any Indian food that it's really just meant to be like a, can you just be a vessel for the naan for me? Like, seriously, like, there's a reason why when I have vindaloo, I melt my face off. It's because I end up eating all the sauce because I'm like, this is delicious. I don't care if it's going to cause me intestinal distress in 20 minutes. It's delicious. And I am not joking. Clams can verify that. Candy can verify that. Because we've had Indian before D&D before. I will have it and then immediately be like, I don't feel well. Facts sauce be bussin'. Hi, even. How you doing, buddy? Excuse me. Very sniffly this morning. This afternoon. Yeah, it's afternoon, actually. I love that they were calling for snow today, and it is not snowing at all. It's very bright out, if you couldn't tell. But I also know it's absolutely frigid outside, too. It's 9 degrees Fahrenheit right now. So, Dell has so many spelling variations. Yeah. Because I've seen DAAL, I've seen DAAL, I've seen DAHL, I've seen DAL. Yeah, it really depends, I think, where you're getting it. I was a good boy. I cleaned up the whole kitchen already. I did not want to deal with this later. Also, because I have to run out to the grocery store after this, because I got to get stuff to make cookies. Because I didn't do that earlier. Ugh. Bright, disgustingly cold 8 for me. Ugh. Like, here's the problem. Oop. Okay. Can you turn off? Can you turn off? Thank you. All right, let's see. Are you good? How do I know if this is done? Oh my god. Oh yeah, buddy. This is insane looking, but yes. Oh yeah, that's a lot of puff pastry. That is a lot of puff pastry on the top. Jesus. All right, let's... That is so crispy. Jesus Christ. I forgot how much phyllo puffs. Don't get me wrong, it's gonna be delicious. Not the point though. Gib. I'll gib. It's so much crust. Like, it's a comical amount of crust. Alright, let me wipe out the kitchen sink really quickly. I just want to get all the disgust out of here. Let that also cool off for a second, because I want to let it kind of, like, set just a little bit. Y'all never need... listen, I'm lazy. Here's the problem, even. I like cooking, I am also very lazy. Trust me, normally when it's just me cooking for, like, just, like, low-key weekends, like, what am I making? I'm making boxed mac and cheese. You joke. Yep, totally don't have boxed mac and cheese in the house right now. And Spam. Oh, God. It's like, it comes down to laziness. It really does for me. Ugh. All right, let's see if I can scoop this out. I'm just like looking, I'm like, how do I get you out of there? We call it KD. KD? Like mac and cheese, essentially, so it's called KD. Interesting. Is that I'm gonna guess it's an abbreviation of French. Hi. What? Yeah? You have food. You want to talk for the people? How upset are you, sir? Tell us. What do you think of the Olympics? What do you think about the new show on HBO? Who are you wearing? Oh, craft dinner got you. What? You got food, huh, homeboy? Just because you don't like it doesn't mean I'm not giving you new food. It's his diet food. He doesn't really like it. I don't blame him. It looks disgusting. I don't blame him, quite frankly. Oh my god. Eh. Jesus, it's so much... Ah! It's just... Come here. My god. Okay, there we go. It's just like... Okay. It's a lot more, I think, than realistically Philo that it needed, quite frankly. Whatever, though. Looks good. Yeah, Leo having lunch with his papa. How cute. He's so precious. Those almost fall on my ass back here. Ugh. Gotta get my picture. Princess, you're not getting food. I'll be there in an hour. Okay. Ugh. Turn that off. Let's try a piece. Bubba's, you're not getting anything. Beat it. I love you, but my god, get out. Alright, let's see how this... Let's give another little... Actually, let me bring it over to this camera. Little... And the lighting's not that good, actually. Here, hold on. There we go. There we go. I think it's almost too much puff paste, like phyllo dough on the top. I don't know. Let's see. Jesus Christ. Come on. It's just falling apart. I think I would definitely go a little bit lighter on the amount of phyllo. What I'm hearing is not enough. Exactly. No, the phyllo, the filling itself is good. Hot. Hot, but it's good. Yeah, like, no joke. That's a whole layer of phyllo I just peeled off right there. I will say, too, this was an edge piece, so it had some folded over on the top of it as well, which may also be the problem. I think further on in the middle, like, these pieces right here look a little bit more normal. It's good, though. I'm not gonna lie, it's good. Yeah, it's a little too much phyllo. Hot. Oh my god. Okay, we're good. There we go. That's Nima Sim, the stream manager. Alright. Well, that, friends, is where we're going to wrap up today. We made our zucchini pancakes. We made our spanakopita. And now we got food. This will be dinner tonight, too. Thank you to everyone who came by today for the stream. Yoshi for the raid. Lars for the raid. Yoshi for the sub. Elpis for the bits. Yada for the sub. Everyone for hanging out. Tastic. Elpis. Paige, Mere, Dylan, Yada, Boog. Who am I missing? Yeah. So we will be back on Monday, theoretically, with more date everything. I think I should be able to stream on Monday. The only reason I may not be able to is I have a administrative thing I need to finish up for like some licensure stuff I'm doing. Basically, I got sysadmin trained in like the work platform I use for my job, because the one person that was doing it needed help, so I got certified in it too. I have one outstanding assignment I got to wrap up by like Tuesday with them. So if I don't get it done on Monday, I might have to work late. I don't know. Just when I'm missing. Listen, we're trying to make them more regular again. Now that I'm starting to get my health shit figured out. Like I said, all my blood work is coming back slowly and surely. Nothing hugely problematic. And then, like I said, we're gonna do a sleep study to see if I can figure out why I always sleep like shit. So, yeah. Hopefully that'll help clear up some nonsense in my life. Candy will be back tomorrow with... I don't know. I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't know. What is she doing tomorrow? She is doing... oh, what am I doing? She's playing Women of Madonna with Elvis. I'm dumb. Why am I even asking? But yes, she'll be on tomorrow with Elvis. Yeah. Now I'm gonna find someone to raid off to. Let's see, who is on right now? Who we got on? You know what? What have we learned? Hot oil is always hot. You should know that. Let's go say hi to Lemon. I feel like I always end up rating Lemon, but I like rating Lemon. And he just started to. So, how convenient. But Lemon is playing Quarantine Zone: The Last Check. If anyone who is not familiar with that game, it's kind of like, if memory serves me well, it's like Papers, Please, but with zombies. So, enjoy. Let's go say hi to Lemon. Boy 21. Philo Duck can be 2 inches thick and have 10,000 layers. Exactly. Let's go show Lemon some love. Yeah, thank you, Yada. Like, I don't remember my raid commands. But yeah, thank you to everyone who came by again. Go show Lemon some love. Hang out in the Discord if you want. There should be another movie night next week. I believe we're showing... I believe it's Silence of the Lambs next Sunday night. So we're going to watch Silence of the Lambs. Read the stuff on GSC. Thank you, Mere. And yeah, with that being said, friends, no matter where you are in this big and beautiful wide world, have a beautiful morning, a beautiful evening, and a beautiful night. And I'll catch you all next time. Bye, everybody.